So we're heading out to Joe's Valley in Utah. Started on my way basically today, heading over the Sonoran Pass. Getting to check out this beautiful reservoir. We're super pumped for some sandstone and some really cold temps. So we made it over the Sonoran Pass and we are at the Buckeye Hot Springs. We're gonna camp here for the night and head on to Utah in the morning. So we're here at Ibex in Utah, and we're the only ones here, and for good reason. It's like 30 degrees and stupidly windy, but we're only gonna spend the day here, so I gotta climb something, right? So we're just looking at lines. We're just gonna do a couple of easy things and then get back on the road and go to Joe's. But man, this landscape is so beautiful. You got this like wide open lake that you could drive on and do donuts on and whatever. And if you're into highballs, man, like, this is the place to come. So we just finished up at Ibex. It was really fun, but it was also really cold and really windy. As we're coming out though, we almost got stuck in our little Prius. So unless you have a 4x4 truck, you gotta be kind of careful and make sure you don't get stuck. Stay inside of the lake where it's nice and hard and crusty, so long as it's not the rainy season. All right, on to Joe's. So we just finished up our first day at Joe's, exploring the right fork. Spent a lot of time driving in between each boulder because, you know, in Joe's it's not like they're very concentrated. You have to drive from boulder to boulder. And then we got on some of the problems. The temps were really good, but man, like the grades felt a little stiff, or at least the beta was a little bit more cryptic, you know, something that you have to actually figure out as opposed to, you know, just a hard crimp ladder, which is good. So I really enjoyed it. We're about to head into town, see if we can find a place to get a shower and maybe fill up some water and then come back and sleep in the car because it's really cold. Great day.
So day 2 was pretty killer. We spent a lot of time at the Riverside Boulders, climbed the classic angler, messed around on some other little sharp things on the backside of that boulder, and then did the Riverside Traverse. Checked out the minecart area. All of it was really good. My fingers are just like toast today. Yeah, so I'm definitely we're just gonna do some classic ones today. I'm gonna tape my fingers up and hope that I regrow some skin in the next 24 hours because I really want to pull on some harder things. But yeah, it was good. So we just finished up day 3 here at Joe's Valley. We started out at the Riverside Boulders, did a bunch of ones, then decided to cross the river, which was really cold, to get to this 3 called Don't Leave So Soon, which was really good. And I thought totally worth it. Jackie might say otherwise, because her toes almost froze off, but I thought it was great. Low tide also looked really cool, although because my tips are so toast, I didn't really pull on that one. And then we got to check out New Joe's for the first time. And out of the 3 areas, Left Fork, Right Fork, and New Joe's is definitely my favorite, just because the ambiance is better. I mean, there's good problems all the way around, but New Joe's definitely has like a better setting as opposed to being right on top of a road. And there's less driving, there's more walking to the boulders, so the boulders are a little bit more highly concentrated, and that's something that I really like. Yeah, so we're excited. We got a itinerary for tomorrow, and we're super stoked to do it again. So one thing to know about Joe's is that the chipmunks and the mice are absolutely savages. If you look at my tent, it's a nice hole that somebody chewed in there. And then our cooler has the same issue. The cooler they chewed while it was out on the table in the tent. They chewed through last night while we weren't there. So that's a bummer. Setting up for some breakfast burritos with some freshly shredded cheese. at the Joe's Valley Reservoir. It is Halloween today. We're about to go to Halloween Town, get on Cobra Con, maybe go back and try Frosted Flakes again. So I'm really excited because we're really getting down to the last couple of days. But we're gonna be projecting. We've got some lines picked out that each of us want to get on. So here we go. We're just out here setting traps. Get a little revenge on these sons of you know what. So the mice got inside of our glove box last night and chewed up some paperwork in there, and then from the glove box got inside of the car. And so yeah, because we found mouse droppings. There was some dog food in the front seat for Archer, and they bit a few holes into that. So one of our bouldering friends told us that this is the way to deal with it. So that's what we're gonna do. We just got done on Comedian V5 and we didn't have any signs, but you know, it says PG-13 on Mountain Project, but it was scarier than I thought. We had about 5 pads and I felt like we needed like another 5 and a couple more spotters, and I would have felt way better. But this rock for the landing isn't that bad. It's just like the top out has good jugs, but by the time you get there it's slopey, or you're pumped and they don't feel as good, and that's really where there's a potential for an uncontrolled fall. So bummer, but maybe some other time. So we are here at Pee Wee. This is a little V3 on the small one boulder, way harder than it looks. The slope or side rail is really crappy until you make it up into this area. And then you kind of go to this L-shaped crimp up here and come back down and throw a massive heel hook with your foot pointing down, with your toe pointing down here. Grab that side pull, well, crimp ledge up there, and then switch it to a foot jam down here, and then go to the top. Pretty killer for a short little problem. Jackie's about to send. Planting the heel, hitting the ledge. Switch the foot, yes. Goes to the lip. Oh yeah. For the top out. Bump the foot, bump the right foot. Match, bump the left, bump the left, bump the left. Go, yes. Match, to the top. Come on. Yeah. On the feet, yep, big leg. Yeah, yes.
Yes!
So we're just packing up the car. Finished our last session out at the No Substance area. Did Pimper's Paradise. And we both ended with a nice little highball problem of Thriller, which is V0. Super chill, but super high. So that was fun. Packing up the car, getting ready to head out tonight. Gonna eat some pizza, gonna sleep in the car overnight, and then get back tomorrow and go to work the next day. Yeah. But anyways, we had a pretty good trip. Not Jackie's favorite place, but it's still a pretty good place to be.